Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday to everybody. Welcome. My name is Nathan Goheen. Hope you've had a fantastic. Hope you've had a fantastic week and are having a fantastic day so far. If anybody has a question or a comment, just drop it in the chat, and I will hopefully see it. I didn't get to prepare as much as I would like to for this. Hey Maria, good to see you. Hope you are having a great day. I was just saying I didn't get to prepare for this live stream as much as I wanted to. Just other stuff going on in life. Sometimes it's like that. But I did want to show up and say hi and share this quote that has been on my mind this week. And let me find it here. Okay. It is by a musician named Arturo O'Farrill. And you can check the spelling of his name down in my down in the little description if you want to check out some of his music. Anyways, Mr. O'Farrill said this: I made one rule for myself and I really try to live it. Play music you love with people you love for people you love. If I can't be that kind of musician, I'll drive a cab. And I think this quote is pretty powerful. I think there's a lot in there. And again, I'm just going to be talking off the top of my head pretty much here. In spite of thinking about it, I do much better when I write down my thoughts beforehand, because I am a slow thinker. Anyways, so those are three really major wants or desires. To be able to play the music that you love with the people that you love for the people that you love and make your living doing that. That's not something that a lot of people are blessed with. But I think you can kind of cultivate that mindset and that lifestyle. And in cultivating that, I think you may be okay with fulfilling not all three of those requirements at once. For example, if you are only going to if you're going to play some music that you may not be into, but you're playing it with a bunch of your friends for a bunch of friends, then I think that serves a purpose. Then I think that serves the greater good, right? Because let's say it's I guess the thing that's just popping in my mind is somebody's wedding, and the music you may be playing you may not like, but you may like the people at the wedding because they're your friends and they want to hear this music, so you play it for them, you give it to them. I think that's a generous thing to do. So I think that's cool. And playing for people you love, I think that's an easy one to check off the box, because in our exploring as musicians or as creatives or just as people in general, we're going to try to get to the place where we love everyone. I think that's kind of what it all boils down to. So we will want to play for people we love. Playing for people we love should be relatively almost second nature. It should happen automatically at a certain point, because I think that we are going to try to all get to the place of loving everyone. And in terms of playing with people you love, I think this is almost like it almost comes out of a friendship. It's like you're friends with these people before you start playing music with them, so you want to share more time with them. And for animals we love, that's great. Yeah, for life that we love. How about that? I was just responding to a comment there, sorry, but playing with people you love, I think you love these people, and so you are going to have a relationship that's grounded in friendship, which is, also grounded in love. So this is just the natural next step of that relationship, of celebrating that relationship you may have with someone. You know, if I'm really good friends with some people who are also musicians, there's a good chance that I will want to play music with them. And just a quick personal aside, well, maybe I'll save it for this next point. Playing music that you love. I think that's kind of difficult, to always play music that you love and make money doing it. And I think it's a balancing act for a lot of people. And if you're not careful, it can get out of your control or awareness very quickly. And you may be playing music that you hate for money. And this is kind of speaking from my own personal experiences. I was really into the idea of making my living as a musician, and so I started to see these musical opportunities in relation to money, and like, how much money does it pay? Is it worth it? That sort of a thing. And you know, if we're playing music that I really don't like, but it pays really well, maybe that's worth it for me versus taking a gig playing music that I really want, but it doesn't pay anything on that same night. So I think it's a balancing act. But at some point in my journey, my scales got dislocated, I guess. My scales in terms of, am I doing this for the money or am I doing it for the love? And so then it started to cause me to look at every musical situation from a financial point of view. And then by extension, it caused me to look at my relationships with musicians from a financial point of view. And then by extension of that, it caused me to start looking at people from a financial point of view. And I think you'll agree with me that that's a dangerous thing to do. And it felt terrible doing it, but I didn't know why it felt terrible. So I kept doing it. And then, you know, I slowly started to realize, you know what, maybe this feels so terrible because it's very unnatural. And maybe if I stop looking at people in terms of, can they get me a gig, and looked at people in terms of, what do I like that they're doing? Maybe that's a better mindset. And in so doing, that can relieve myself of having to pay attention to stuff that I was not interested in, but that I thought I should be interested in to make that money. I hope that makes sense. It's kind of a funky, drawn out point. But the short story is that after realizing that I needed to stop looking at people as opportunities to get a gig, and started to look at people based on how I liked their sound, then it became much easier to say, you know what, I like this music, I'm going to explore it some more. And so then that became easier for me to play the music that I love and find music that I love without any sort of worries or second thoughts about it. And I guess kind of talking about, this is all talking within the context of making your living as a musician. Obviously, it can be applied to making your living as an artist or as a creative, right? But the last part of this quote, if I can't be that kind of musician, this is Arturo O'Farrill speaking, if I can't be that kind of musician, I'll drive a cab. And I thought, you know what? That's someone who really knows themselves, because they're not willing to sacrifice something to get some money. They know that there are other ways to get some money. Music is clearly important to this man. Otherwise, he wouldn't be Otherwise, he wouldn't. Otherwise, he would risk it. He would put it in a position for financial gain. But he's not. He's saying, I'm going to make my money another way if I need to. And I think that that's important for all of us, to have something that's so pure inside all of us that we won't let it get affected by outside influences, whatever it may be. If it's a musician, if it's a painter, if it's a movie person, whatever it may be. And it doesn't need to be, I'm trying to make my living from this. It could be something of, I'm going to do this because this is 100% me. So that's kind of why I also like this quote, because on a bigger scale, it's like, this is so important to me that I'm not going to let anything mess with it. And to keep that held, and to keep that pure, and to keep that true. I think that that's important for all of us, to have something like that. It doesn't need to be anything. It could be a love of books. It could be whatever you want it to be, but just something that you feel is 100% you, that you will not compromise. I think that's important for everybody to have. I hope that made sense. I know it's kind of all over the place. Like I said, I didn't get to write any notes for today's session. But Maria made a great point that to play music we love with people we love for a life that we love. Play it for your cats. Play it for your pets. Play it for your plants. Play it for your garden. Whatever it may be. It's vibration, sound. Those can be perceived by other entities than just people. So hope this was cool. Maria, thank you so much for tuning in. It is kind of important. But different things are important to different people. So I hope you liked it, Maria, and I hope everyone else likes it. Tune in next Saturday. I'll be here at 5 p.m. Eastern time, and click on the links below the YouTube video for more information. And have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.